Have you ever wondered how Donald Trump's policies could affect the Philippines' economy? It's an intriguing thought, isn't it? The tangled web of international politics and economics is a fascinating field, and today we're diving into one particularly captivating connection. Think about it. Donald Trump, a former US president with a reputation for bold and sometimes controversial decisions, and the Philippines, a Southeast Asian country known for its vibrant culture and emerging economy. How could these two seemingly different worlds intersect? We'll be exploring some of Trump's key policies that, believe it or not, have the potential to significantly impact the economic growth in the Philippines. From trade agreements to immigration rules, from foreign relations to fiscal policies, the ripple effects of these decisions could be far-reaching. So, are you curious to find out how these policies might lead to a surge in the Philippines' economy? Stay tuned. How could Trump's trade policies potentially boost the Philippines' economy? Let's take a moment to delve into this. Donald Trump's presidency was marked by a seismic shift in trade policies, particularly with China. This shift was characterized by a more protectionist stance, marked by tariffs and trade restrictions. But how does this link to the Philippines? Well, the tension between the United States and China opened up a space that other nations could potentially fill. The Philippines, with its burgeoning manufacturing sector and strategic location, stands as a prime candidate. Picture this. As American businesses look for alternatives to Chinese manufacturing, they could turn to the Philippines. Moreover, Trump's America First policy had a ripple effect on the global trade environment. As the United States turned inward, other nations sought to diversify their trade relationships. This diversification could mean a broader market for Filipino goods, with increased exports leading to a boost in the economy. Beyond exports, Trump's trade policies could also lead to an increase in foreign investment in the Philippines. As investors look to hedge against risks associated with the US-China trade war, they could view the Philippines as a more stable and attractive destination. But it's not just about the numbers. There's also the human aspect to consider. The potential for job creation. With increased exports and foreign investment, businesses in the Philippines could grow, leading to more jobs for Filipinos. This could have a profound impact on the economy, reducing poverty and improving quality of life. Now, it's important to note that these are potential benefits. The actual impact depends on a myriad of factors, including the Philippines' ability to capitalize on these opportunities and the global economic climate. Now, that's just one aspect of how Trump's policies could have an impact, but what about his immigration policies? We'll explore that in the next chapter. Stay tuned as we dissect the potential economic implications of Trump's stance on immigration. How might Trump's immigration policies affect the Philippines' economy? This is a question that merits some contemplation. Traditionally, the United States has been a principal destination for Filipino overseas workers. However, with the introduction of stricter immigration policies under the Trump administration, the dynamics of this relationship could change. But could these changes potentially benefit the Philippines' economy? One possible outcome of stricter immigration policies is an increase in remittances from overseas Filipino workers. Here's the logic. As the policies make it harder for families to migrate, more Filipino workers might decide to stay abroad and send money home instead. These remittances are a significant source of income for many Filipino families and contribute substantially to the nation's economy. Furthermore, the tightening of immigration rules in the United States might create a ripple effect, leading to an increased demand for Filipino workers in other countries. Many nations worldwide recognize and value the skills and work ethic of Filipino workers. As opportunities in the United States become more limited, other countries, perhaps in the Middle East or Asia, could become more attractive destinations. This shift could lead to an expansion in the Philippines' overseas employment sector, a crucial contributor to the country's GDP. Additionally, these changes in immigration policies could also stimulate the domestic economy. With the prospect of working abroad becoming more challenging, more Filipinos might choose to stay and invest in their home country, potentially sparking growth in local businesses and entrepreneurship. However, it's essential to remember that these are potential scenarios. The actual impact will depend on a variety of factors, including how these policies are implemented and how the global economy responds. So, we've seen how trade and immigration policies could play a role, but there's more to consider. There are other factors at play that could influence the Philippines economy under the Trump administration. But that's a conversation for our next scene. How could Trump's foreign relations policies benefit the Philippines economy? A tantalizing question indeed. Let's delve into the heart of it. Trump's America First policy, a cornerstone of his foreign relations agenda, could lead to a realignment of global alliances, a shift that could potentially tip the scales in favor of the Philippines. Picture this. With America re-evaluating its international relationships, it opens up a world of possibilities for countries like the Philippines to reassess and negotiate their own alliances. This, in turn, could lead to a more favorable balance of power, potentially giving the Philippines a stronger voice on the global stage. But how does this translate to economic benefits? Well, it's quite simple. A stronger international standing often leads to increased foreign investment. Investors are attracted to stability and influence, and if the Philippines can secure that, it could see a significant influx of foreign capital, which could stimulate economic growth. Moreover, Trump's policies might also increase foreign aid and military assistance to the Philippines. The United States, under Trump's administration, has often used foreign aid as a tool to strengthen its alliances. This could mean more funds for infrastructure projects, healthcare, education, and other sectors that directly impact the economy and quality of life in the Philippines. Military assistance is also on the table. A bolstered military could enhance national security, which in turn could foster a more conducive environment for economic development. A secure nation attracts businesses, both local and foreign, contributing to a thriving economy, but let's not get carried away. While these potential benefits are substantial, it's not all rosy. A realignment of global alliances could also lead to tensions with other nations, potentially affecting trade relations. Increased military aid could also lead to an arms race, destabilizing the region. These potential benefits are significant, but it's also important to consider the potential challenges. As we delve deeper into this complex issue, let's keep an open mind, understanding that every policy has its pros and cons, its potential benefits and challenges. What challenges might the Philippines face in capitalizing on these potential benefits? As we delve into the potential benefits that Donald Trump's policies might bring to the Philippine economy, it's equally crucial to highlight the challenges that could arise. Firstly, let's consider the geopolitical landscape. The Philippines has long maintained good relations with China, a key player in the Asia-Pacific region. However, Trump's policies, particularly in trade, may put the Philippines in a precarious position. Striking a balance between the benefits of Trump's policies and maintaining amicable relations with China will be a delicate dance. Secondly, we must examine the potential social impacts of increased remittances. Sure, they can boost domestic consumption and spur economic growth, but on the flip side, increased remittances could potentially lead to greater income inequality and social issues, as wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few. Additionally, an influx of remittances could lead to an appreciation of the local currency, potentially making the country's exports more expensive and less competitive on the global stage. This could be a double-edged sword for the Philippine economy, which relies heavily on exports. Now, let's not forget the role of the Philippines' own policies. It's one thing to reap the potential benefits of Trump's policies, but it's another to leverage them effectively. The Philippines will need to implement sound economic policies and invest in areas like infrastructure, education, and healthcare to ensure that these benefits translate into sustainable, inclusive growth. And finally, the elephant in the room, uncertainty. The political landscape is ever-changing and policies can shift with the winds of change. The Philippines will need to remain adaptable and flexible, ready to navigate the ebbs and flows of international politics. So while there are potential benefits, it's clear that the outcome is not guaranteed. It will depend on how well the Philippines can navigate these challenges. Subscribe for more amazing content and keep wondering. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.